They reckon it's almost like clockwork. Each year as the mercury heads south, in cooler corners of the country, boaties move north, swapping the winter chill for calm winds and warm waters of places like the Whitsundays. For years, this annual migration has been popular amongst owners of large motor yachts and cruisers, but as you'll see, they're not the only ones able to explore these waters. So there's a growing trend amongst smaller trailer boat owners to launch in places like Airlie Beach and get out and explore the grounds that the big cruisers go to. Think of it as champagne cruising on a beer budget. And when the weather turns itself on like it has today, well, I reckon we're definitely in for some champagne cruising. You go, Gordo? If you caught the show last week, you'll remember we used Signature's 600C lifestyle cruiser for a bit of island hopping, checking out a few popular Whitsunday anchorages. This week we're showing off the boat's more adventurous side with an overnight fishing trip to the Barrier Reef. It's a long haul, but for our skipper Gordon Triplett, who towed this boat all the way up from Brisbane, it's well worth the effort when you consider the potential of this place as a cruising and fishing destination. So I'm just thinking, 135, 140 odd K in a little boat. I mean, you know, in the old days, you used to steam out there in a big timber boat, 100 feet long with a few blokes, but you can do it in one of these days.
Yeah, look, technology's got a lot better. You know, the 4-strokes are way more reliable than the old 2-strokes ever were. Way better on fuel, so the range is covered there. We can get out there.
The boat is upwardly mobile. You know, a boat 7 metres or under, like this, with a few bells and whistles on it, the right safety gear, decent engine on the back. You can go anywhere.
Have boat will travel.
And travel is certainly the plan today. The trip out to the reef isn't something that you'd attempt in the wrong boat or in the wrong weather conditions. However, for the 600C, on a day like this, well, where else would you rather be? So we're out on the widest part of the Great Barrier Reef, east of Shute Harbour, where we left from this morning, on the most glorious of days. I mean, take a look at this. In a boat like this, 175 horsepower Suzuki 4-stroke on the back, it's an absolute pleasure. This is the sort of weather that boating dreams are made of. Yes, I've got a fish on. That's a good fish. Oh, I've got a big red bass. I've got a massive big red bass here. Have a look at that. What a start. First drop. Come on, mate. Down you go. See you, fella. Yes. An absolutely perfect day. The variety of fishing out here is simply mind-blowing, from big reefies to fierce pelagics. But there's no doubting which species sits at the top of the food chain. Oh, there's 2 of them. Yeah, this is just dangerous. This is just a dangerous place to fall off the boat. Look, there are sharks everywhere. Gordy makes the call to relocate to shallower waters. According to him, it's the manoeuvrability and flexibility of the 600C that makes this one of the most popular boats in the Signature fleet. I guess in this day and age, people, when they're thinking about buying a boat, I mean, they want to use it for a variety of uses, and that's what makes this boat so good. It ticks all the boxes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. This is a really good crossover boat. There's plenty of accommodation up the front, full galley unit and sink, fresh water on board, heaps of empty space, plenty of deck space out the back for fishing.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish. The fish are on. Look at this. This is known as a red throat, and so named because of their beautiful colour. They're quite a large mouth, these things, and they're prolific in this particular part of the Great Barrier Reef. They've got a massive mouth and a massive appetite. And so do Gordy and I, ironically. And we'll be eating him this afternoon.
Dinner.
Oh! Well, you hear about days on the water like this, but rarely do you see them. Take a look, it's a glass out on Queensland's Great Barrier Reef. Today I'm travelling in a Haynes Signature 600C, a boat built for practically anything on a day when anything goes. About 19 metres of water, you can see how clear it is. And
it's like being at SeaWorld.
It is a bit, isn't it? Let's call it SeaWorld on a grand stage, a giant aquarium, teeming with life, and the whale show, well, that's just an added bonus.
Oh, God.
With whale numbers growing each year, encounters like this are becoming more common, so it's important for skippers to be aware that boats must remain at least 100 metres clear from the animals. However, if you do find a curious pod surfacing near your boat like this,
Oh, he's on us.
Derm recommends dropping into neutral until it's safe to gently cruise away. They're hanging around us. They turned around to come back and have a look.
Look at that.
Well, mate, what a truly remarkable experience, hey?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, about 6 or 7
They're still going in
big
the
animals. There
background
they
here now.
go. Yeah, just incredible. It's like they're so inquisitive. They've come straight to the boat. They've laid under the boat. But the thing that I think's amazing is that their eyes are that far down the body, but they know exactly where they are spatially. They didn't touch the boat. They came so close.
Yeah, like they're right there. You could literally reach out and touch them if you wanted to. It's just amazing.
Becoming a bit of a shipping hazard, I must say, up and down the coast. But gee, what a beautiful shipping hazard they are.
Yeah, and the fact that, you're just sitting here fishing and the next minute the water turned white. Tino, what's that? And it's a massive whale.
Incredible. What a great moment. After bidding farewell to our newfound friends, it's on to our anchorage for the evening, a natural lagoon, which not only offers protection, but also comes with a very impressive swimming pool. As our day on the reef draws to a close, I think it's important to point out that a trip like this certainly isn't for an inexperienced boatie. But if you're confident in your own ability, do your research, and of course have a boat that's up to the job, then it's an option certainly worth exploring. Hey, what a dead set awesome day.
It's been great.
What about whales, sharks, the red bass, bit of snorkeling. All out here on the reef, all by ourselves.
Now we're cooking it up.
All in the 600. You used to need a 30 or a 40 footer for something like we've done today, but
Not anymore. All this in a 6 metre boat. It's great, isn't it?
Mate. Unbelievable. The Signature 600C is available from the Haynes Group. Visit their website to find your nearest dealer. Fantastic day, mate. Thanks so much.
My pleasure, mate. What are you doing next weekend?
Hanging out with you.